This is horrible. Vandy comes into Kentucky and humiliates us again on our own field after a bye week. What the freak is wrong with Kentucky football after a bye week? What's going on with our program that we can't seem to win a football game after a bye week? We're not playing Tennessee, we're playing Vanderbilt. What the freak, man? Why can't get a win over Vanderbilt coming off a bye week after knocking off Ole Miss? Like, who are we? What are we about? What do we stand for? This is garbage. This is straight garbage right here, bro. Like, I know I'm supposed to come on here and I'm supposed to be positive and I'm supposed to say, rah, rah, everything's going to be okay. But I'm sorry, dude. Everything ain't going to be okay. This is embarrassing. This is horrible. It's like it didn't even matter to us tonight whatsoever. Like, where the freak was Kentucky football? Where was I? This is embarrassing, man. Like, this right here, it just doesn't set good at all. I didn't even realize what time it is. Uh, I got to go catch a flight. Time just got away from us. I can't believe this game was 5 hours long. Feels like this game was feel like this game was forever. Hats off to Vandy. I'm not gonna sit here and down Vandy. I'm gonna say hats off to Vandy. Vandy came out tonight. They wanted to win the ball game, and they freaking won the ball game. UK came out and want to like it, got it, and want to play around like it didn't matter. Like, what is going on with our coaching staff? What is going on with our players? Why is this okay? This is not acceptable behavior on no level. What are we doing? Like, what goes on in that locker room that says this is okay? What do we have? 12 penalties tonight? Of course we're gonna lose the ball game. Of course we're gonna lose it. This is just like you can't even put this, you can't even put the right emotions into words of how you feeling about what you just watched out there on the football field. Like, did we just play freaking pop Warner football? We didn't know we couldn't block. We was holding. Like, what the freak? This extracurricular activity, getting stupid calls on us for penalties. What did we just witness tonight with our? What are our kids allowed to? Like, what's going on, man? The numbers. I don't even want to look at the numbers. I mean, the numbers is freaking horrible, bro. Like, Vanderbilt just straight up beat us across the board in every aspect of the ball game. Period. This is it. Like this is horrible. How do we have more yards than them? We had more plays than them. We gained more yards. We passed for more. We completed more. But look how we played tonight. This was horrible, man. Penalties. We had 12 penalties for 106 yards. 12 penalties. I thought we had an experienced team. I thought we had guys who understand how to play football. People, the same individuals continue to make the same plays over and over and over again. Why? Why do we do that for? The coaching staff, I got to be positive, bro, because this is just football. Because this is just football. So I can't allow my blood pressure to get too high. I just can't. But when you care this much about something, it's hard just to sit there and just pretend like everything's okay. It's not. It's not okay. This type of play is not okay. Like, how do we see such a dynamic team against a top 10 team, and then we play Vandy, and no disrespect to Vandy, but how do we play a team like Vandy, and then we just lay down like it doesn't matter? Some of our players have never beat Vandy at home. Some of our players have never beat Vanderbilt at home. They just haven't. Did he pee on our field? He probably peed on our field. Pavia. Hats off to that young guy, man. He came in here and he understood the assignment. And the assignment was to beat Kentucky. Beat the players, beat the coaches. We got out coached. Everything. I don't know. I don't have an answer for this anymore. We couldn't capitalize. I agree with you so much. We just couldn't get it done in the second half. The opportunities was there. What the freak is going on with the holder? Like, just get the ball and get the ball down. Just we left those points on the board tonight. I don't know. I'm not a football expert. One thing I do know is the type of play that we had tonight, that's unacceptable. We may not win another game all year. We might beat Murray State if we're lucky, but we're not going to win another game all year. We're not going to beat anybody. You just saw what the nine good team Florida did to Tennessee. We're not winning no more this year, most likely. None of those games we're not. We're done. I mean, we're going to be fighting our heads off to make a bowl this year. It just doesn't seem like it doesn't matter. And I think that's the part that bothers me the most is when you can look at it and you just feel like it doesn't matter. Whatever. It's okay. Just get a penalty. We'll get back in the huddle and we'll do it again. Like, I'll give you a participation trophy if you run out of the tunnel. Why? Why are we playing this type of football for? People are going to check out. The worst thing that could have happened, we had Big Blue Madness last night, and then we got humiliated today. People's going to check out. People are going to check out from Kentucky football because Kentucky basketball is on the horizon. Kentucky basketball is coming. You could not lose this ball game tonight if you wanted to keep the fan base together. I just don't know many people who's going to continue to participate in this type of tragedy. I just don't know who's going to do it. A lot of people would say it. It's a good thing. It's a good thing basketball is here because nobody's going to put up for this. No one's going to start. No one's going to continue supporting this type of play if this is how we're going to continue. No one's going to support that. No one. It's sad, man. Like now we got to go on the road to Florida. You don't think Florida want to beat us too after we just got just drugged by Vandy? You don't think so? Let's see what happened. I've checked. See, I mean, I'm reading comments here, and I'm reading comments from people who are diehard Kentucky football fans, and they're checking out. I'm not making this stuff up, man. People who love Kentucky football said, I'm done. I'm going on to basketball. Leave the football season where it's at. Whatever happens, happens. This was the game that we had to win. We had to win this ball game. Because the fan base was one leg in and one leg out. Was beating Ole Miss a fluke? Did we run out of time against Ole Miss? Because we come here tonight and the way we played Florida, the way we played Vandy, don't ask for a blackout. Don't ask for no special arrangements of the crowd. Hey, I need you guys to come out. I need you guys to do this. Well, what about you guys coming out and doing your part? Because you guys didn't come out and do your part at all. And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Tennessee just lost to, I mean, Florida just lost to Tennessee in overtime. They gave Tennessee everything they wanted. Do you think Kentucky's going to give Tennessee everything they want? Like this? Ain't no freaking way, man. I have never advocated for a player to transfer. I have never advocated for a coach to be fired. I have never advocated for a coach to step down. I've never advocated for an AD to step down. I've never advocated for any of that. But you have to say something has to change. You have to say that this is not healthy. Like for real. Vandy was better tonight. I've said that to you already. Vandy was a better team tonight. Vandy came in here and knocked and took care of business. But we did have 12 penalties against Vandy, though. I mean, that helps a little bit. Don't act like we didn't just have like one penalty and you guys did everything all by yourself. Like we did contribute. We did contribute to that with the 12 penalties. And that's Vanderbilt got the game tonight. And that's good. And I'm satisfied with that. No, I'm not satisfied with that. That's horrible. I can live with that though. But I can't live with the behavior and with the style of play that Kentucky football coming off of 2 weeks. You get 2 weeks. You're not preparing for Tennessee. You're not preparing for LSU. You're not preparing for Alabama. You're preparing for Vandy. And you get 2 weeks to do it. And Vandy gets 1 week to do it. And we still can't get it done. If that ain't some bull crap for you right there, then I don't know what is. That's horrible at its worst. And I said it. It's going to be a long day, man. It's going to be a long day. I still got to go to the airport. I'm going to be at the airport all day. Then I got to make this long flight. Then I got to go back to this. This is just, it's not good, man. Our quarterback is definitely not as good as everyone accepted. Penalties is on the coaches, in my opinion, not having the team prepared. Look, you got older guys out there, and I'll put that on. I'll put that on the coaches as well. But we got older players out there, and if we don't start holding our players accountable, you get 2, 3 freaking holes on the same person in the ball game. Like something's wrong. Like something is wrong. Like move your feet. Stop getting beat the whole game. When you hold, that means you got beat. That means that your only result that you can do is, oh, I'm beat. Oh, let me hold you. Or let me block in the back because I missed the block. So let me just try to do something instead of just throwing up my hands and let's just see what happens. These guys are playing D1 football. These guys are in the SEC. Like, you should know better. You're not playing in the freaking JUCO football where you still learning. This is SEC football. These are basics. These are basic things that you know not what to do. So why are you doing it for? We had a whole Kentucky football failure. Systems just gone. Somebody just didn't. I just like. I don't even have an answer for it. That's how bad this was tonight. So where do we go from here, man? Like seriously, where do we go from here? Do we even put hope that there's even an opportunity for us to even remotely have an opportunity to go to a bowl game? Or do we seriously just say, you know what? It is what it is. Let's just go ahead and let's just write it up for a year for being done with, and let's just completely move on to basketball. Because this right here is not happening. I cannot believe this. Like I'm stunned. I am speechless and I am stunned that this is happening. Kentucky football just goes out there and just plays like, it's okay. We got time. It's just Vandy. We'll be okay at the end of the day. Vandy just handed us our butt, man. Like just straight up, they just handed us our butt, and I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I'm numb because my feelings. I'm hurt. I gotta sit here and listen to Chris for a whole nother year talking about how much better Vandy is than Kentucky in football. Do you know how hard that is? Chris, don't talk to me for a year until next year, okay? Please. Hopefully we don't play y'all next year. That's, I don't understand. It just really just makes you just sit back and just it just makes you just scratch your head out of disbelief for what's going on. Is it time for Coach Stoops to move on? Brad White move on? Do we have the wrong offensive coordinator? Is the quarterback need to be replaced? We got so many questions, but not enough answers. And tonight was the chance for us to do something to keep the momentum going. To keep the momentum going, we had an opportunity. And Kentucky football says it's not that important. It's okay. Let's go out here and play a complete garbage football game and let's lay down and let's let Vandy win. Because that's exactly what happened. Our emotions got the best of us. We don't know how to deal with it. It's like, I wonder, I wish I can go behind the scenes after getting ready for a bye week. And then while we on the bye week and getting ready for a new team. I would love to go behind the scenes and see how that is. I would love to go see the preparations of what goes in to what we do to get ready after a bye week. Because it seems like I think we're I think we're 6-7 now. Yeah, I think we're 6-7 now after a bowl after a bye week, if I'm correct. Somebody can fact check me on it if you want to, but I think that's what we are right now. We're almost at 500. Dude, this is horrible, man. Like this is unbelievable. Sorry, let me take that back. We're 5-8. That's what we are. We're 5-8 after a bye week. My fault. I had my numbers backwards. Um, but that's horrible though. 5-8. 5-8. I'm laughing because I can't scream because I'm in somebody else's Airbnb right now. And I don't want to wake up the neighbors. If I was in a standalone house, I would scream because that's how angry I am. I am freaking angry at this. Nope, not gonna get me out of character. Ain't gonna get me this five. It's hideous. It's hideous, bro. Clyde, it's hideous. I don't freaking get it, dog. It's so hard for me to fathom what's going on right now, and I don't get it, man. I never will get it. I don't think I even want to get it, if I'm being honest, because this. Can someone tell me that? Can someone just tell me that we are going to be okay in basketball? I mean, please. I mean, somebody. I mean, somebody tell me that Kentucky basketball is going to be okay, because I need something to believe in. I just do. And as much as I want to sit here and as much as I want to say Kentucky football is going to be okay, it's no problem. We are going to get this all worked out. We are going to fix this and we're going to make this happen. Uh, no, no, we're not. It just doesn't seem like it, man. I don't see how we come off a game of beating Ole Miss and then we take a game like tonight and we do absolutely nothing. Oh my goodness, man. Somebody help me make this make sense. You can't write a good story like this because this is a nightmare. And what other freak we got to do as a football team and as a program to fix this kind of mess? Then let's go fix it. And let's fix it now. It's unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. It really is. But I guess we'll see. Kentucky, Vandy is crap and Kentucky is crap. So what does that make us then? That makes us crap times 10 then. I'm looking forward to basketball season. I gotta psych myself out and tell me that this all is going to be okay. I have to make myself believe that. I do. I have to make myself believe that all of this right here is going to be okay, and that we're going to find an answer. We're going to find a way to fix this because stuff like this, will just make people just completely just take the controller with the TV when UK football comes on. Who else is playing? Who else is playing? Because I don't want to see this. I don't want to see what they doing out here because this is miserable. Like I don't want to be angry no more. And watching Kentucky football after tonight, at this that would leave a bad taste in your mouth completely. I don't care what nobody say. That would completely leave a bad taste in your mouth of what we just witnessed tonight. And if we don't get it fixed, where do we go? Where do we go if we don't get this fixed right now? Hey man, I want to believe. And if somebody can help me out there and give me something to believe in, I'm game. I'll believe all day. But this right here is not working for me. It just isn't. I still love my Wildcats. I still love my Kentucky football team, but I'm highly disappointed at the behavior. I watch Andy Griffin reruns instead of Kentucky football from now on. That's what I'm saying, you know? We go back to the bottom of the SEC, right where we are, right where we at the bottom, dude, just gone. People say Mississippi State is bad. No, Kentucky's bad. I wish Vandy all the best the rest of the year. I, 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 I hope they go on and have more success. They've been at the bottom for so long. Now Kentucky says we'll take it for you. Don't worry about it. We got it. We'll go back for you, and we'll be the bottom of the bottom for you once again. It's just not happening. It's really just not happening, and this is really really embarrassing to sit here and witness this type of performance from a team that you thought that maybe, just maybe, our guys was going to turn the corner and we was going to do something special. If we can keep handling a few years with Vanderbilt next year and Cutler Bull stepping in after that, uh, I don't know. We'll see if we keep the same. Maybe the OC will be gone this year. Maybe his days in Kentucky is number two. Maybe he's not going to be around much longer. I don't know. I mean, we do. I mean, we have such high turnover. You don't know who's going to be here from year to year. Dallas instead of Kentucky football for the rest of the season. When you want to watch Dallas instead of Kentucky football, I'll leave that alone. You know what I mean? You you see where this is going. So can we turn this around? Might beat us by 2 touchdowns this year. Louisville's probably going to beat us by 3 touchdowns this year. Louisville's going to beat us this year, you know. And if we can't beat Vandy, we can't beat Louisville. Florida's probably going to come on, Mike. Be positive, man. Somebody look. I need somebody out there that can just tell me, don't panic, just be calm, and enjoy Kentucky football because we're gonna be okay. Because right now, it's not happening. I can't figure this out. I can't fathom. Like I'm sitting here the whole game and I'm like, we're really gonna lose to Vanderbilt tonight. Like we're really going to lose. And I'm sitting here like, nah, not tonight. We're not gonna lose this game tonight against Vandy. Ain't no way. And it just kept going. And I feel like I was just living this nightmare. Like, oh my goodness. Like we're really gonna lose to Vandy. And then it was just too late and time ran out and we got beat. We just couldn't get anything done. And if we made a big play, what happened? Oh, we just got a penalty. Oh, it's okay. We'll just get a penalty. No emotions, no emotions from the coaches, no emotions of nothing. It's just we got a penalty. Man, pull him out of the ball game. If you're gonna keep getting penalties, man, get out of the ball game. See, that's what causes people to transfer. The guys backing up them guys, and they sit in on the bench and they watch the older guys, and all they do is sit there and make mistakes, and all they sit there and do is cause penalties, and all they sit there and do is cause us to get big plays called back, and you won't even give me a chance in the ball game to see what I can do. But you're okay with this? When's the transfer portal open? Because I'm out of here. That's it. Like, you don't want to give me a chance, but you want to sit back and you want these guys to keep making the same mistakes over and over and over and over again. Every single ball game, the same thing, the same players doing the same thing, making the same mistakes, and you don't want to change. Why? Why? I don't make enough money for that, so I don't know the answer to it. Somebody does, but I don't. UK has got great facilities. Great facilities. We're not using it. I mean, did we even show up to the facilities these past 2 weeks to even get ready for this ball game? Because it's clearly we didn't. It's clearly we didn't do enough. I hate we beat Ole Miss because I don't think we see. Here's the difference of two teams. Vandy beats the number one team in the nation. They celebrate one night. They get back to business. We beat a number six team in the nation. It takes us 2 weeks to get over it, and then we're still not over it. You tell me if that isn't a coaching issue or a player's issue. That's a coaching issue. Celebrate the win. Enjoy the win. I say it all the time. Enjoy the win. And then get back to work. Act like you've been there before. Are we burning couches tonight in Lexington? Or are we setting things on fire? Are we turning cars over tonight? Are we burning cars from the inside out? What are we doing tonight? You could probably hear a pin drop in Lexington tonight. Ain't nothing going on in Lexington tonight. Nothing but a bunch of angry people who have spent their time, their money, their energy, and everything in them believing that the Kentucky football team was going to show up tonight after 2 weeks off and get this W, and they left disappointed. We was cheating. Give everybody a refund. You got enough money, give everybody a refund because this is horrible. Can't lose a tailgate. I guess you can't. I guess you can't lose a tailgate, but I'd like oh, man, dude. What a way to this is my last day of vacation, and this is kind of really not the way I wanted to end it. Like I wanted to get on the flight today, and I wanted to lay back and just relax, kick my feet back, and just says Kentucky football is going in the right direction. Now I got to sit at the airport with the sad face, looking miserable because the Kentucky football team decided that they just didn't want to play football today. They just figured that I'm just going to do it. I'm going to make as many penalties as I can. And we'll see what happens. So the number one question is, do we win 6 games this year? What do you think? Is Kentucky football going to win 6 games this year, or we'll do good at winning one more game, which is against Mary State, and we're gonna call it it? People actually had dreams that maybe we can go to Tennessee and beat Tennessee. People even had dreams that maybe a very, very, very long shot, but maybe we can go to Florida. I mean, maybe we can go to Texas and hang with those guys for a few minutes. Our defense is probably going to be ranked number 30th in the nation after tonight. I don't know. I mean, it was horrible, man. It was an all system failure, and everyone on the Kentucky football team and staff is to blame for this. Because when you got 2 weeks off and you don't prepare yourself and you don't prepare the team and you lose focus of what it is you're trying to do, then this ain't for you. This is not for you. People are spending everything they got to participate and support this team. They gotta be shown that this matters. Otherwise, people would go the other way, and that's where people are going. Like I said, Big Blue Madness was last night. That was tonight is not a good time to get derailed by Vanderbilt at home the way we did. Not at all, because people are itching for basketball season to start. And if you're gonna give those guys a reason after what they seen tonight, football what? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Kentucky football. I'm watching basketball. I'm not interested in that. I'm just saying we can beat Tennessee, Florida if we change quarterbacks. We gotta have a dual threat quarterback. Well, I guess you gotta just take Brock out and leave Wimstead in. I guess that's the only answer. I guess I don't know. And just leave him in there and let's just see what happens. But Stoops is not going to do that. Stoops is not going to make the hard decisions. Sometimes when you in charge, you got to make hard decisions. Is he willing to make that decision? I guess we'll see. Because if you don't think Florida wants to come out and beat Kentucky next week, Florida's bringing it next week. Florida is going to bring it next week. I promise you. And Florida says enough losing to Kentucky. We beat these guys this year. I keep watching, but basketball is all we have now. I'm ready for some hoops, man. I am. I said that UK would hold Vandy under 20. We didn't necessarily hold them under 20. Well, I guess we did at 20. So there you go. Well, you got it right. I mean, we held them from under 20. Well, 20 and under, because they had 20. So I guess whatever. I'm not sure. Somebody says the season is over. I mean, I don't know if we're even going to win six games this year. Like, and I'm not speaking from a place of anger. I'm speaking from a place of I just don't know if our football team wants it or not. That's where I'm speaking from. I just don't know if we want it. Because if we're gonna play like we played tonight, there's no resemblance of us wanting anything special. You know, we took a hard loss to South Carolina, and then we thought, okay, you know what? We awoke now. We play hard with Georgia, beat Ohio, go beat Ole Miss, have a bye week, and come out here and play Vandy like we just stepped on the football field. And I don't think Brock even threw the ball any. I think he threw the ball to Galloway. I think is his name. One time. Other than that, he didn't throw the ball to nobody but to Dane and what's his name. Where's Macklin at and those other guys? Like nobody's getting in. We got our tight end got a pass. But other than that, like we're just our vision of the field, tackling. We always want to strip the ball. Like make a tackle. Like I want to turn over worse than anybody else. But you got to tackle the guy. Like the tackle is a more sure shot than try to force a fumble. Tackle him. Get your arms around him. Stop trying to jab at the football to get a fumble. Just tackle somebody. And if you're afraid, go sit down. Go sit down and let somebody come in and wants to tackle. Because we're giving too many tackles. We're missing too much. And our defense just got shredded tonight. Uh, they just did what they kind of wanted to do in a sense. Second half, we did better, but we still couldn't put it together because of penalties. Penalties ruined us tonight. Penalties absolutely ruined us tonight, and we will forever have to live with that. That's what beat us. These players make me sick to my stomach. Wow, Clyde, that's deep. Oh my goodness, the UK team is broken. They're broken. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it means anything to them anymore. I just don't. I just don't know if it means anything anymore. And because of that, you might as well just throw in the towel. Like, first of all, I'm glad to see that the young man from Vandy who got hurt, who was carted off the field, it's good to see that he made it back on the sideline with his team. Good to see that he's okay. He's up walking. Thank God for that. Prayers for him to continue to get better, whatever happened. But we let Vandy come into our house and beat us again. And I'm sorry. You can call me crazy. You can call me erratic. I don't care. But that's unacceptable. You don't allow that. And we did. And because of that, we just we play losing football. Is that who is that? Ronald Clark. Playing losing football. Is that a reflection of our head coach? Is playing losing football a reflection of our team coach? I don't like to call people out. Hey, but if the shoe fits, you got to call it what it is. You just do. We are every team's must win in the SEC must win. Like you got to beat Kentucky because Kentucky's just not a good football team. We're just not. We got lucky against Ole Miss. We thought we was there. We thought, okay, you know what? We might have a special year after all. No, not at all. Not like this. Going to a bowl game is highly improbable this year because I think our players have checked out. Where do we go from here, guys? How do we fix this? I'm more empathetic than optimistic when Brock has the ball uh, on third and long. For real, like it just ain't gonna happen, man. And you would think with all the so-called experience that we have up front on the line, you would think that would help us a lot. No, it really hasn't. It's not there to happen. Like the defense was ranked fifth nationally. They was ranked fifth nationally. Now the defense didn't necessarily give up a the defense. Let me see if I can see this again. No, that's not what I want. The defense. Let's see how many total yards did they have. We only gave up 288 yards, which was like it was just a few yards over our average or whatever what we've been averaging a game. So the defense didn't give up a lot of yards. The penalties just killed us, man. The penalties and just the lack of tackling. Like it's no reason why. Like it's like it's no reason. Their quarterback had 53 yards rushing. They had 145 yards rushing on us tonight. Why? Why does Vandy have that much? And why does their quarterback almost have almost 100 yards rushing? Why? Why do we give up that to those guys? That's because we're not tackling. That's why we're not properly tackling. We should go tonight and turn the sprinkler zone and tackle until the cows come home. Period. Because we just didn't tackle tonight. We just didn't. This right here is unbelievable, man. This is we gave a touchdown. We gave a touchdown to a wide receiver that I think was a walk on. That was a walk on. See, we're getting close to South Carolina, Vandy, Florida, Harvard would beat us. I don't know what we're going to do moving forward the rest of the year. Luckily, most of our other games are on the road. Maybe you know what? Maybe we play better on the road. Maybe we should go on the road and let's see what we do on the road. Because yeah, you're right. A lot of the back end of our schedules, a lot of it's on the road. So let's see what we can do on the road. Let's see if we can go into somebody else's house and make things better. They only gave up 20 points because he is a dual threat quarterback. That's why we had 50 rushing yards. He had more yards rushing against Bama. Yeah, I guess that's true too. They only gave up 20 points because he is a dual threat quarterback. That's why he had 50 yards. He had more yards rushing against Bama. I mean, like I said, our defense didn't necessarily have a horrible game when it comes to the yardage and all that. We stayed with where we at as far as a team average when it comes to defense. But it's just losing to Vandy would never feel okay. And I guess I just got to just straight out say it, Vandy, until we play you guys again, I hate to say this, but I respect you. You beat us. And I'm going to be man enough to say that on live air. Vandy, I respect you. You guys won today. It don't matter how you got it done. It don't matter that Kentucky got 12 penalties. You guys found a way to put up 20 points and we didn't. So hats off to you guys. Stop the catwalk should be called the walk of shame, Mike. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. That ain't what I said. Uh, but it's just, some things need to change here around the program. And unfortunately, because of this type of loss at this particular time, when basketball season is getting ready to get started, people are going to check out. People have checked out. And some people, just like I'm done with football, like I'm done with it. Some people are like, "Wow, as long as we got this coach here, I'm done with Kentucky football." So at the end of the day, each his own. People's got to like what they like and don't like what they don't like. But I'm just saying this straight up: our behavior, our performance tonight for the University of Kentucky football was horrible. Can't say much more. Can't really say much more. So we'll have to see how this goes. Top 25 recruiting class. Our defense gave the offense the ball back for either tie or win it by going for two. We had 2 minutes to move the ball. So, man, I feel drained because I'm in disbelief that we lost this ball game. I really am. It's going to be a long hour. It's going to be a long hour drive to the airport. The taxi driver is probably going to take me for my money. He's going to cheat me because I don't speak the language. We lose in football, and I still can't see my family. So I'm angry. I am. Hopefully, Mitch Barnhart will give Mark Stoops and raise extension on his pay. Probably, hey, lose to Vandy, we'll give you a pay. Liam Cohen screwed us, honestly. Did he really screw us, or did Coach Stoops not let him come here to be the offensive coordinator like he brought him to do? Because if I'm coming to somewhere and you're not going to let me do my job, and you're going to put 1,000 restrictions on how I do my job, and you want to be all up in my business for me doing my job, I don't want to be around either. I'm going somewhere else. I just am. Like, let me do my job that you brought me here to do. Otherwise, I'll be on my way. I don't want to be around. Don't hire me to do a job and then you want to put handcuffs on me and you want to stop me. And maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe it's much deeper than that. I don't even know. But the way we lost tonight was just completely unacceptable. And this is something that we just can't do. And we just got to do better. And until we do better, man, it's just no one's going to truly accept this type of behavior until we can find a way to get it right. So let's see if we can get it right, and um, let's see if we can fix it. So until next time, thank you guys so much for joining the Loyal BBN Fan Show. Kentucky football, they don't care. I guess they don't. And us fans, we care because we spend our time, even though we tell ourselves we ain't gonna watch no more football, we ain't gonna support the football team no more. We don't believe in the football team because they don't believe in their own selves. But what do as fans? We find ourselves right back doing the same thing that we've been doing, rooting for our team, because we want to believe deep down inside that something inside is going to trigger those guys to say, this is important. A lot of people care about this, and we should too. And if they don't care, and if they don't want to make it happen, then that's their fault. But basketball season's here. Some of us is going to go. Some of us is going to go tune in to that because that's where we're going to get our excitement from. Because the football team is failing to live up to their responsibility. Yes, right? I care, but yes, we'll watch again. It hurts, and as much as we're sitting here and we're angry because we care about Kentucky and we want to see Kentucky football at its best, we're going to watch. Every last one of us will be back in front of the computer or the TV next Saturday rooting for our Wildcats to beat Florida because we care. and we say we want to stay away, and we say we done. It's not that easy. That's not that easy. So let's see what happens, and let's see if Kentucky football can find a way to go to Florida and get a W. Both of us is coming off losses. We got to go to Florida to play those guys. They took Tennessee to overtime. We lost to Vandy. Somebody's got to lose that game, or somebody's got to win that game. I just hope that UK plays. I hate to use the word inspired, because if you can't play inspired about your season moving forward in a positive way against Vandy, then how can you play inspired to Florida? I just don't see how that works out. I don't know. I mean, you don't play down to Vandy. They just knocked off number one team in the nation, Alabama. How do you look down to Vandy? How do you assume Vandy is just going to be a pushover? No, no. I don't know, but it's is it some discontent, some angry people in the locker room? People don't want to do their thing. People don't care. I say the Kentucky football team doesn't care. It just doesn't. Like, our big defensive star, who I won't call no names, seems to get one of two things every single week. He either gets offsides or he gets a hold. Every single week. That's what he gets every single week. And I'm not gonna call no names. I don't like calling names. That's just not what I enjoy doing at all. But what we're witnessing is just it's not cool, man. It's amazing how UK fans just disrespect Vandy, a team that literally beat you at home last time they played you, bro. It's UK has got to respect Vandy. That's a hard pill for UK fans to swallow. But they then came in here the last two times, and both times they have beat Kentucky. Let's just go ahead and say we respect Vandy, and then that's a hard pill to swallow for UK fans. But it is what it is. Until our football team can change the narrative, then we got to say congratulations to Vandy, and Vandy's the better team right now, and we're at the bottom. So the year that we thought that we could have, Vandy's having that year, and we got to salute Vandy for that as well. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Look, Vandy, look, I get it. We have 12 penalties, and I will always go back and say that. But should have, could have, and would have. You look at the scoreboard. The scoreboard is going to say 20 to 13, or 20, whatever it is, 20 to 13. That's what the scoreboard is going to say. You know not to hold. You know not to block in the back. You know not to jump off side. Vandy didn't do those things like we did. So until we can get ourselves disciplined, and until we can stop making those bonehead mistakes like we did tonight, then we beat ourselves tonight. We beat them. We beat, and we hurt ourselves. And Vandy did what they needed to do to win the ball game. But I get what you're saying, though. We handed it to them because it's hard to have 12 penalties for 106 yards and still win a ball game. But the kind of person that I am, I'm just going to say hats off to Vandy. Vandy got the win. UK's got to do better. Otherwise, we'll get 12 penalties again against Florida, and Florida would beat us. And we would get back on the plane, and we would come back to Lexington 3-4. That's just what it's going to be. That's it. So we just got to do it. UK being undisciplined is what lost the game. 2 weeks to prepare, and you come out undisciplined. You can't say you beat yourself. It is who it is. We beat out. Look, we had 12 penalties for 106 yards at the worst, and some of those penalties was at the worst times. It was at the worst times when every time we made a big play, we had a penalty. Every time we had a big play, we got a penalty. That helped Vandy out. We shot our own self in the foot so many times. I'm giving Vandy the credit for winning the ball game. I'm not going to sit here and say that Vandy didn't come out and play a disciplined better game than UK did. But we can't sit here and ignore that Kentucky had 12 penalties for 106 yards. That plays that plays a difference. And if you can't admit that, then it is what it is. But you won the ball game. Vandy won the ball game, and I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat that. The ball game in the books, Vandy won. The scoreboard said Vandy 20, Kentucky 13. Period. That's what matters. Kentucky's got to be better at that. Vandy was more disciplined than Kentucky was tonight, and that's the difference. That's the biggest difference of the ball game right there. It just is. Kentucky seems to be a better road team in the last 3 years than home team. Um, well, let's see what happens then. Matt Short, you and I was both wrong. We was wrong to tell Chris that Kentucky was going to beat Vandy at home. We was wrong, Matt Short, to tell Chris that our Kentucky defense was going to stop up and we was going to stop. We was going to stop Vandy. Chris has the right to brag. He won. It doesn't matter who UK beats now after we lose to Vandy. Doesn't matter. We lost to Vandy. Alabama barely wins today against South Carolina. I don't know. This is just look. Let's just call this a very odd year. Let's just call it what it is. A very odd year, and teams are just having success that hasn't had success in a while, and that's pretty much what it was. So you lose to Vandy, the season is over. Many people might not watch football for the rest of the season. People might not invest no more money in NIL. They like, I'm not going to invest any money in NIL or on this football team if I'm not getting a high rate of return for my money. And if you're going to lose to Vandy and you still want me to pony up and you still want me to help, nah, I'm good. I'll pass. Let's call it a wake up call. We had a wake up call against South Carolina. This is pitiful. The wake up calls are gone. The wake up calls came when we lost to South Carolina. There's no wake up call. The wake up call was over. This is pitiful. I don't know what we're gonna do the rest of the year. I just don't. Really, um, Florida and Louisville don't matter. Um, I'm not sure who said that. I didn't. I'm not sure where we go from here after Stoops and Pony Up. Well, this is his best team, and we're searching, um, and we're searching for answers. We're searching for a lot of answers. We really are. So where do we go from here? I have no idea where we go from here. You can't think that this is the end of the world losing to Vandy or disrespectful. Why can't you just say that Vandy is bro, you didn't. Okay, when you're talking about other people, because you're not talking about me, because I've already said Vandy is having a very good year this year. We are, but let's be honest, we didn't want to lose to Vandy just as much as Vandy didn't want to lose to Kentucky, and we lost, and it's a sad day. But Vandy got a good year, and I wish Vandy the best of luck moving forward. And I hope, hey man, like just dream big now. Why? You just let it all hang out now. You beat Bama, you beat Kentucky, you got two consecutive SEC wins, which you haven't had in a while. Bro, the ceiling's the sky. Vanderbilt, go be good, man. For real. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Hey man, if you haven't subscribed to the channel on YouTube, hit the like button as well. I appreciate it. Man, let's just see what we can do, and let's get ready for basketball season. Because basketball season is up on us, and we are ready. You lose to Vandy, you suck. I was wrong. I built Brock Vinegar up too much. I think a lot of people did. Don't beat yourself up over that, Matt. I think a lot of people did, and he's just not. He's just not. Until Kentucky gets a solid quarterback in here, we're just gonna have problems. And get another big blue wall in here that can block and stop getting so many freaking holding penalties. Like I never seen it. I never seen a team get so many penalties of holding like this year's team do. Like we probably get 3 or 4 holding penalties every. That's 40 yards a ball game that we get. That's pretty horrible. Ooh, man, yeah, I got to get this taxi. But anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys joining. I got to pack up and get an airport. I fly out of Turkey today. Um, this is miserable. Until next time, man, go Cats, go Big Blue. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can get it together. Get every head coach fired when you lose. Yeah, so Mark Stoops then lost twice at home to Vandy. We need to sit down and reconstruct your contract. That's for sure. Because if you can't bring Vandy into your home field and beat them, yeah, maybe we're gonna go in a different direction there, Coach Stoops. But I'm just saying, it is what it is. Somebody started a space for real. Um, we'll be lucky to win 2 more games this year. We have no offense. We can go on and on and on with this because there's some disappointed people out there. That's for sure. Some disappointed people out there, and that's the you. Hey, Chris, you're welcome, buddy. Absolutely, man. Hey, man, good game to you guys. You guys came out victorious, man. And did you guys? Hey, he didn't pee on our logo, did he, Chris? I hope he didn't. We wouldn't have that for real. Let's see, Vandy. We'll be lucky to win 2 more games this year. We have no offense. Yeah, it's just kind of sad right now. So hey, but thank you guys. I appreciate it. I really gotta get out of here. I didn't realize what time it is. I thought I was gonna get to go back to sleep, but I was wrong. But until next time, go Cats and let's get this win over Florida. And I'll see you guys back Tuesday night here on the Loyal BBN Fan Show.